Someone once said to me, "I feel uncomfortable making money off my friends or family." If you have that concern, who do you feel comfortable making money off of? Probably a stranger. So how do you justify earning money off a stranger? Your justification would probably be, I'm providing a good service or a good product at a fair price. So why wouldn't you offer that to a family member? Put yourself in your family member's spot. Do you think that your friends or family would rather compensate a stranger for the same product or service that you offer? Wouldn't you rather compensate your family member than a stranger? My sister is in the printing business. I say to her, "Cindy, if you can match quality and price, I'd rather give you the business than anyone else." That only makes sense. Now let's move to the big picture. You must be asking the question, how does this little group of products or this service turn into this kind of money? Who's selling all that product? Is this something where I'd be going door to door? Did I get my doctorate degree to go door to door? To answer your question right off, no. We're not going door to door. I've seen owners of some of the most successful advertising companies in the world look in amazement at how what appears to them as a onesie-twosie little business can actually be more effective at penetrating the consumer market than one of their $50 million advertising blitzes. I know of 2 network marketing companies that have reached $1 billion in sales inside of 10 years. Incidentally, to my knowledge, there have been less than 10 companies of any kind to ever do that. I can promise you that when I'm done with this discussion on how sales volume moves, even if you're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, you will become enamored with how efficiently and effectively products and services move in this industry. And it'll probably explain for you why an estimated 30% of AT&T's long-distance service has been taken because of network marketing activity. In 1996, it's estimated that almost $20 billion worth of goods and services moved to this industry in the United States alone. I've also read that companies like Gillette, Colgate, Citibank, MCI, IBM, Toyota, Xerox, Texas Instruments, General Motors, General Electric, and Coca-Cola have distributed some of their products and services through network marketing. Obviously, they've figured out how powerful this distribution is. I recognize you may have seen this industry before. Maybe you've even attempted it. Or you know people who have tried it and succeeded or didn't succeed. I remember a guy when I first came into the business saying to me, "I know someone who tried one of those and didn't succeed." He acted as though that should sway me. Of course people fail. People fail at everything. People failed at my high school. The absolute worst thing you could do in your life is compare yourself to people who fail, because you don't know how they approach the business. Did they come in and do it as a profession, or did they come in and do it as a hobby? My point is, you cannot objectively look at someone's success or lack of success as a determining factor of what you'll achieve. This business is just like everything in life. It is what you make of it. However, it does have something extremely unique about it. I was speaking with a gentleman just the other day, and he said to me, "But Tim, the average person can't do what you've done." I asked him, "Yeah, but could the average person have sponsored me?" Visualize this. Let's say there's a very average person named Barry Average, who himself doesn't believe he can build a $25 million company. However, because of his tenacity, he sends this video and some product information to someone who is a business builder named Tom Producer. And Tom Producer builds a $10 million organization within Barry Average's organization. See, you only have to be good enough to sponsor a Tom Producer. Barry Average then learns that if he's tenacious and if he just does that enough times, he'll find another Tom Producer. Then one day, Mr. Average, he's not Barry anymore, he's Mr. Average, wakes up and realizes something. He's a Tom Producer, and he always was. That's why this is the greatest business in the world, because it allows the Barry Averages of the world to realize they are the Tom Producers of the world if they just have tenacity. Hands down, the personal growth rewards exceed the financial rewards by a long shot.
Marketing, I was involved in real estate. I've been involved in network marketing 3.5 years.
How were you initially contacted to look at network marketing?
My 18-year-old son had heard about this opportunity through a doctor in the church. And he came and Actually, he harassed me for about 3 months and insisted that I go look at a presentation. And I resisted it. I told him I was too busy. I was busy this, I was busy that. He said, "You're busy being broke." When he said that, I knew it. I knew then. Something, that woman's intuition told me, "Okay, girl, you go look." And it changed my life from then on. I've never been the same. And I'm just disappointed somebody didn't share the network marketing opportunity with me 20 years ago.
So how have you done financially?
The first couple of months I struggled, and then I sponsored actually some professionals. One in particular closed a stock brokerage firm. I mean, he absolutely turned on the jets, and within a couple of months of him getting involved, my income went what I consider, out of sight. So my first year, $300,000.
You made $300,000 with your company.
The first 12 months.
That is incredible. What has it allowed you to have or do that you couldn't or didn't before?
Wow. My mom was riding around in a brand new automobile, and she had never had one before. I've refurbished a gorgeous old plantation home. I am in a position now to make gifts and to do different things for my community, for my church, for the Humane Society, just some charities and some things that I wanted to see come about, and it takes money. You know, you can tithe more if you have more. And Reverend Ike said, the best thing you can do for the poor is not be one of them.
What this also allows is the very busy professional a way to supplement their income and have the opportunity to sponsor or have someone in their organization sponsor a Tom producer, which gives them choices. The real question is, can you do this and be successful? I don't know you, but I think you can. How'd you get good doing what you do now? You just kept doing it until you got good at it. If when you get started with this, you find something that you don't feel you're good at, change it. Find books on the subject. Find college courses. It's a lot easier to learn a skill than it is to run from that skill and try to find an industry or job that you don't need that skill in. Face what you're not good at and change it. Confront it and beat it. Think of this. If you went to work at a normal job paying $30,000 a year, and the company you worked for came to you and said, "If you learn this particular software program, we'll pay you an extra $5,000 a year." Would you learn that software program? What if they said, "We'll pay you another $10,000 a year to teach that software program to other people in the office"? Would you? Probably. How would you do it? Whatever it took, right? Then, what if the company said, "We'll pay you an extra $50,000 a year to put together teams of people to train other people on the software"? Would you? Well, that's it. That's all this is. When I first got started, I was a Navy underwater bomb squad technician and had zero communication skills. I can't see how my friends survived my approach. It was awful. I did the business part-time for about a year and a half, and I had a lot to learn. But I already knew either you have excuses or you have results. You can't have both. I'm going to be blunt if I haven't already. You're already spending valuable time right now getting good at something. Shouldn't it pay you a huge income and give you total time freedom? You're wasting your talent by selling yourself short and working for somebody else's dream. I looked at this industry and said, sure, it's hard. Everything's hard. But it's harder to not have what you want all your life than it is to just get the hard out of the way. By the way,